Well, Scourge campaign. I have dual feelings about it again. It is so devoid of everything else. I feel like it's so isolated in a land and in a world which doesn't belong to the rest of the campaigns.
Bravo.
That it's every now and then it's hard to connect to it.
It's like a standalone one.
Yeah, it's like a spin-off, you know. But then again, you play as Arthas, so you want to see where his story goes. But at this point,
it doesn't feel the same as the Undead campaign.
No, it feels different from anything before. Because you know you're in the endgame spot here, and you're curious to see which way Arthas will go. It feels... I like it, but it feels very different. The gameplay is nice, it's okay. It's pretty cool that you're fighting Illidan, and you're trying to get to your master, Sauron.
Exactly, bro.
It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of the first half of the campaign. You're trying to run. You say goodbye to Kel'Thuzad, which is pretty, like, even though it's an evil faction and you don't really necessarily like him, like, you see his devotion, you see his loyalty, and you kind of appreciate the guy, even though he's a fucking monster. And then in the second half, where he's struggling to get where he wants to get, and then eventually he gets to a pretty cool fight with Illidan. Like, this is another spot, that's another cutscene that could have been so much better with a modern cutscene slapped onto it. It would have been so much nicer, man, because those two characters are so great in the game. They're so iconic. They look great, right? They have like fucking they seem like they can rip somebody's head off. And then at the end, where he stands alone on the frozen throne, it's the story-wise is just so cool. But at the same time, it's just, I don't know, it feels like something different. I like the way it ends. I don't know if I like the way it ends, of course, because it's a bad ending, right? You get corrupted by evil, and then you get consumed by it, and then you come one with it. But it is such a, like, metaphorically speaking, it's so good, because you see Arthas, from this noble young man, trying to do the right thing, ending up being corrupted by power. And then because he's getting corrupted by power and greed, he ends up alone on a cold throne, right? Because he doesn't have anybody next to him anymore. And it's, oh man, it gives me chills even just talking about it right now. You know? So story-wise, I like it. I would have loved a remake of the cutscene between him and Illidan fighting.
Yeah, how they fight in front of the...
Also, it's very bittersweet, because in this campaign you kill Kael, the guy that we talked about previously in the previous campaign. You kill him as Arthas, and not only you kill him, you just throw a line in his face that he's just jealous because you stole his girlfriend in the type of the young magician. What's her name?
The one that is from the
base campaign. What's her name?
One moment. The one that rejects you from going in the purge with you, right?
Yeah. Oh, what's her name, man?
One moment.
Wait, I'm gonna punch myself in the nuts. Jaina Proudmoore.
Bravo.
Yeah, Jaina not only you kill Kael, you rub it in at the end, man. You kick him out. You kick the man when he's down, and it's just so it hurt. It hurt. I'm just gonna say that. So it is bittersweet, but at the end of the day, it is Arthas' story, and it doesn't end well. And although it's painful to go through it at times, I love the fact that it's a sad story, so to say, because up until, like, now I can look at it that way and I see it, I love it because it's sad, because many times evil prevails, right? But at the same time, in a world where back then good would always win at the end, blah blah blah, you had this story that was different. Now everybody, like modern days, everybody tries to do this shit, right? Oh, subvert expectations, ooh, blah blah blah, and it's just shit. But back then it was fucking mind-blowing, and if you look at it that way, the story is well written. So sure, you can try it modern times as well, although let's not get into it, but you can try it, and if you do it well, it's gonna be awesome. But most of the times they just don't do it well, and it ends up being a pile of shit. I don't know. That's about my thoughts about the Scourge campaign. I want to see where the story goes with AORUS. I'm gonna check. There's a 2-hour video on him on YouTube, which I didn't manage to watch before this. I know there is no, like, spoiler alert, there's no real redemption arc for him so far in the story, which is, yeah, it just continues that path of, I don't know, I feel like an abused wife, and Warcraft 3 story is like my abuser, you know, because it's painful, but somehow I always come back and I enjoy it, you know.
It's a bittersweet experience.
Yeah, it is very much a bittersweet experience. What are your thoughts on this one?
I will tell you, we're going to talk about the climax also that they are fighting, and of course Arthas getting merged with the Lich King. So there goes my question, what about the Lich King when I started playing the game?
Yeah.
I will tell you, as you said, it feels a bit off. It doesn't connect that much with the other campaigns as itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, okay, it was okay. For me, I always say it's okay because I'm a new player. It's the first time I'm playing the game.
Yes.
Just another disclaimer. But what I really liked was the cinematic with the fight. It was very nice.
Yeah. Even today, it looked like. How do you think? Do you think it still holds up nicely?
Of course, of course. What do you mean? Certainly.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Nice.
It still looks nice. Although, like, just imagine what they could have done in a.
Yeah, of course.
I think
just
there is.
imagine,
I think on YouTube you can find some fan-made cutscene between with this one, the ending between Illidan and AORUS, which is a much better made one, if I remember correctly.
Like
I didn't
a
watch.
fan-made one.
Sorry?
A fan-made one.
Yeah. You can find one on YouTube,
okay.
I think. I didn't watch it because back then when I discovered it, I was like, well, I plan to play Warcraft 3 game again, and I can't remember how the story ends, so I don't want to watch it. I'm just gonna keep this one in my mind, and I'm gonna watch it when I finish replaying the game. So I'm gonna go and watch it actually after this. But there is fan-made ones because it's obviously a pretty iconic fight, iconic moment in AORUS's arc, so to say, along with the purge of the city. So yeah, go ahead, continue with your thoughts on this campaign.
I will tell you, as storytelling, it ends nicely, you know, with the climax that he's going, how was it? Northrend, yeah. He flees back to Northrend to protect the master, Sauron.
Yeah.
The similarities with Lord of the Rings are unlimited. Anyway.
Yeah, they are.
But gameplay-wise, as I told you, for me it's more or less the same as the other ones. What I really do enjoy is the end of the story, that they fight and he becomes a Lich King. So I finally learned how it goes and the
and them in the cutscene as he walks up the tower, you get the lines from his whole campaign, lines from different people throughout his arc. It's fucking awesome, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, chills.
Yeah, it gives me chills talking about it right now, and I'm fucking 36 years old and I played this game a million times in the past 20 years. It still gives me chills.
I will tell you, as a final cutscene, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not saying about the remaster anyway. I'm just judging the base game.
Yeah. You can go.
Of the base game.
Of course.
even though the campaign itself, as we mentioned, was not very
Not the
tied with
best.
the rest of, it gives a very nice ending to the overall experience of the game.
Yes,
And
it leaves you satisfied, I would say, yeah.
and if you are about to purchase the game, you are purchasing it for the campaign, more or less. Of course, there is also unlimited content and time playing in multiplayer if you have friends, of course.
Yes, custom maps, but even without friends, you can still find games easily.
So you can get mauled in 2 seconds.
Probably. Yes, well,
Eh,
probably. At this point in
yeah,
time, there's only the veterans.
exactly.